not a subject for me today, but I want to give you an opportunity to address it if you want.
Okay. I've sort of already dealt with this in this conversation because I've been so specific about human rights and about human rights under the rule of law. All I want for the Palestinians, who are a people with not much of a voice here in this country where their voice needs to be heard, is the same rights under international law that I want for the Israelis, or for the Jordanians, or for the Americans, or for the Brazilians, or anyone else in the world. I'm entirely even-handed in my desire that all human beings on this planet should have equal rights under international law. So that's all I want. The notion that I'm anti-Semitic is ludicrous. This is something that is aimed at anybody who tries to raise their voice against the policies of the current very right-wing settler-based Israeli government, their policies in the occupation of the West Bank and so on and so forth. They cannot point to a single thing that I have done. Or a lot of people involved with BDS's boycott, divestment and sanctions movement, which is a movement to try and bring some pressure to bear on the Israeli government to ameliorate their policies of occupation and colonialism. When I look at what's happened to the people of Palestine since 1947, my heart goes out. And if I have a voice, and if I can support their right to self-determination, and I don't deny the Israeli right to self-determination, absolutely not. I treat them absolutely even-handedly. Unfortunately, their situations are not even.
And for the record, you agree with Israel's right to survive?
Of course, as does the BDS, as do the Palestinians.
Before we leave the subject, on the issue of the image of the pig, with the Star of David eye, which is giving you caught a lot of hell for that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't get a lot, I got a little bit. I mean, when I did The Wall, there's a particular song in The Wall called Goodbye Blue Sky, and the imagery that Sean Evans, who and I came up with for that, was B-52s, just not because they're American or made by Boeing, but because they're a great silhouette, and that is a great image, dropping symbols from them, not bombs, but symbols, onto a landscape of some kind. And one of those symbols was the Star of David. Another one was the crucifix. Another one was crescent and sword. Another one was the Mercedes sign. Another one was the Shell sign. Another one was the McDonald's sign. This was a general thing, but one of them was the Star of David. Now that's the only symbol that I got any flack for, because the Israelis are super sensitive, and because they were, how many times in rock and roll show or any kind of show really have the flags of the United Kingdom and or the United States of America and or China or Russia being used in a satirical way as an indication of disapproval of a policy, or the fact that we might have thought that the USSR was draconian in its treatment of the people of the Balkans or of Eastern Europe or something. Every time you turn your head, Israel is very, very sensitive about their national symbol. It's a country, and it's a country that has policies, and it must expect to be criticized if those policies are draconian, and their policies are. So I have no regret. I mean, I'm sorry if people feel that I'm attacking them personally, or I don't know if it treads on some particular corn, but sometimes things do. One has to be prepared to look at political questions without fear or favour openly.
The themes of your music Floyd.
Thank you, Roger.
Isolation, anger,